Hello, fourth grade artists. We're going to start our 1 point perspective technology art project. Today, we're going to get through a few steps and just get down the basics for our first day doing this. First, we're going to find the middle of our paper by taking a ruler and putting the ruler in the middle of our paper. And this is a 12-inch long paper and the middle is 6 inches. What I'm going to do is take my pencil and make a little dot where the 6-inch mark is. After that, I'm going to decide where I would like to place my horizon line. Remember, the horizon line is the line where the sky meets the ground. So I am going to put my horizon line a little bit higher than this one. That means I will have more of a road in the center and a little bit less sky because it's a little bit higher than this one. This one is directly in the middle. To do that, I'm going to just take my ruler. I'm going to put it underneath my vanishing point and I'm going to draw a straight line. I draw a straight line by holding my ruler down with all 4 fingers and keeping it very still, drawing a straight line. After this, our lines are going to be pretty light from here on out. I'm going to draw the road by taking my ruler and placing it onto the vanishing point and finding the corner of my paper. I'll draw a light line going there and finding the vanishing point and finding the corner of my paper and drawing a line there. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's okay. From the vanishing point, I'm going to draw a line out to the corner of my paper. It doesn't have to be all the way to the corner unless you know that you're going to have really tall buildings or objects. So I'll go out to the corner from my vanishing point. Let me get this a little higher. From my vanishing point to the corner of my paper. About, and it's okay if it's a little off. Okay, there's one side and here is the other side. Finding the corner, meeting the vanishing point. Okay, now it's time to think about what I want on the side of my road. Here's my road, here's the side. This is the ground, this is the sky. Remember, the horizon line is where the line meets the ground and the sky. If I want tall buildings that are skyscrapers, I'm going to want them to be higher than the horizon line. If I want to add trees, I'm going to want them to be higher than the horizon line. Anything that's at the bottom of their paper, that starts at the bottom of our paper or closer to the bottom of our paper, is bigger than whatever starts closer to the middle towards our horizon line. Whatever gets closer to our horizon line is going to get smaller because, as you know, with our perspective, things that are further away become smaller. So I'm going to draw a building here by drawing a rectangle facing forward. About this. I'm going to draw a few skyscrapers. I'm starting with simple shapes today. As you see, my objects are within the parameters of the horizon line and the vanishing point. I just am drawing the basics today. On this side, I want to draw a sidewalk. I'm thinking city on one side, Central Park on this side in Manhattan. So I'm going to draw another line going here from the vanishing point, which will be my sidewalk. And on the sidewalk, along the sidewalk, I'm going to draw a bench. And the bench is going to be, the lines will start off straight and then meet the vanishing point. Then I'm going to draw some lines for the sidewalk, which will be straight, straight, and they're going to be closer as they get further away. So if you check, I might have this a little off. I want to make sure that the lines that meet the bench meet my vanishing point. I could use my ruler. I was pretty good. Okay. I just drew a rectangle here. I'll go back to that later. Now I want to draw the front. This is kind of like the side. This, if you're driving down this road, this is the side of the building, and I'm going to draw the front of the building. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this line right here for a guide because I want it to go in the direction of the lines that I've made going towards the vanishing point. So these are parallel lines, and if I take my ruler, I could tell that it would meet the vanishing point. Pretty good. All right, I'll draw a straight line going this way to meet the lines. I might have to meet them a little bit more. Really keeping it simple today. And I'm using the lines that I've created as a guide. And as you see, the building in the front, closer to the bottom of the paper, is bigger. And as they get further away, they become smaller. We could add some details like a tree. I'm going to start with the tree closest to me. That's going to be a lot bigger. I'm just going to start by making some Y's, letter Y, letter Y, and stopping when I get to this line. I can make some trees over here behind the bench. That will be a little bit smaller. Using the parameters here. And over here, it will be even smaller. This is day one. If you get this far, you should be very proud of yourself because you have your details. You have your horizon line. You've used your vanishing point. You have your road lines. You have some details on both sides. This will be the sky at night. You could make other details such as billboards, street lights, stop signs, traffic lights. You can make other details on the side of the road, a park. Whatever you want to do, you will use your Chromebooks to make those details. Getting images from the web to get some ideas. Everyone's is going to look different, but remember, it's a nighttime scene because we're going to be adding lights. All right, great job today.